Okay, so real quick, as I decided that as far like my video about the things I wish I would have known sooner when I was younger was to stop punishing myself in having having letters of my ex girlfriends and people who at one time were my friends, or pictures and videos of my pets who had died, and often looking at them will make me feel sad, will make me feel depressed, will just bring me down, and that's what I wish I would have known earlier. I have erased a lot of videos after my pets die, that I used to watch him. And it was just like hurt. I was just hurting myself. It was just because I loved them, and looking at them just made me sad that they weren't with me anymore. And remembering those moments of happiness that it was just giving me heartaches and making me feel bad. So I would recommend to everybody. I mean, well, that's what I usually do. Is as much as I love my pets, having pictures of them and having videos of them and going back to look at those videos, it was just like a recipe to feel bad and sad and nostalgic about and missing them, and it's just not a good. What would you do that to yourself if you could have like a good day and you're happy, and then you sit down and watch those videos, then you're gonna turn that day that you were having, that was supposed to be a good day, into a bad day, into a depressing day. So that's one thing that I wish I would have done earlier in my life. I used to just carry with me all these letters from years and years. I still got a bunch of letters from when I was in the Navy, and people who wrote me from other countries. Let me show them to you. I still have those letters because I mean, but eventually, I mean, I used to have so much stuff. I remember one time I filled up one of those recyclable bins that we get in the city of San Diego. I filled them up with all letters, because when I finally decided to get rid of all those, because they were just making me sad. All those letters from my childhood friends and all of that. Decided to finally get rid of a lot of stuff, and I still, so basically, it has taken me a while to change my way of thinking, which is a really good thing that I feel I'm doing, to get rid of as much, becoming a minimalist, and get rid of as much stuff that I don't need. I have clothing that I have used. I have had it for like, I have so much clothing that some of these items I have only worn like three times, and I have had them for like, I'm sure 15 years. I know you won't believe it, but I bought when I was in the Navy, and they will tell us sometimes I will forget that to bring clothing on board because we were going to go underway for 2 3 days. So whenever we will pull into port, I will look at stuff with the brands, and I will. I mean, you're young, and you look at all this stuff, and you just want to buy stuff. You just keep buying stuff, and I did bought a whole bunch of clothing, and when I wouldn't have any more room in my locker, I will mail it home back in San Diego, And so when I got back, I got like boxes and boxes of clothing that I bought overseas. And I still, like I said, I still got clothing that from many years that I have only worn like less than 5 times during all this time. And But it's slowly but surely, I've been. It's I guess at the end it was a good thing because I haven't bought clothing in years and years. But slowly but surely, I've been getting rid of all those items. But it has taken a long time. It has taken a long time. And again, like I say, but the bad thing is when I had to move to another place. That's where it's a pain in the ass when you have to like move to another place, and you have to carry all this shit, and you have to pay all this extra money that if I would have been a minimalist and just wore whatever I needed, and just carry, on a carry-on bag with me, just carry on my stuff, in a minimalist kind of way. But again, like I said in the past in my videos, you live and learn. You live and learn. It was part of my experience, and that's why now I'm telling you, it's part of the experience. I have learned that. Just we have been brainwashed into consuming more and wanting more and more and more, and there's no enough for us. So I think I have finally learned a lesson that you should just very consciously and very carefully find out what is it that you need, and just be prepared with have cash ready instead to whenever you have like an emergency. That will be my one thing that I will have told myself, my younger self.